Hello and welcome to Afol
The Kid.
And today we're going to talk to you about boxes. Lego boxes. And what do we do with them?
Yeah.
Any ideas what we can do with Lego boxes? Let's go through the options. We can.
You could cut out their pictures and stick them somewhere if you want.
So you could cut out the pictures on the box and you could keep those just in a folder, or you could use them as posters or collages. You could do that. The most obvious thing you can do with them is to recycle them, right?
Yeah.
So you can put them in the recycling and have done with them. You can keep them, and that's what we've tended to do, and that's why we're doing this video, to talk to you in the community about what we can do with boxes. I think it's ingrained in people my age and perhaps older to keep the boxes, because toys and things from our childhood and older ones became very valuable when they included the boxes. So it's kind of ingrained into us that we should keep the boxes, because then if we ever want to resell it on, it's going to be worth more money. The truth of it is that these boxes are printed in such numbers nowadays. There's always going to be a lot of these boxes around. A lot of places like Lego themselves keep these boxes for reference. A lot of collectors do as well, so they're not going to be that rare. Older toys, the boxes and things, people never kept them, or there were very few of them produced, so that's why they were rare and worth a lot of money. There's no question that you do get more for a set if you're reselling it, if you keep the box. Obviously, if you keep the set box then in mint condition, then that's a whole different thing altogether, but we're talking about just keeping the empty boxes, if you like. But are the sets really worth that much more if you sell them with the box, having kept the box for many, many years in your loft or wherever it is you store them?
Not really.
No, I don't think that you really get that much more for the box. I think it depends on how old the set is and how rare it is, but the sets nowadays aren't going to be as rare as older ones, because there's so many people into Lego nowadays. I don't think the sets or the boxes are going to be that rare. And if you really, really do want a set, some people might be overly fussed about the box, but I think generally speaking, if you really, really want a set, unless you're buying that mint condition, sealed in a box, then you're going to be happy with just buying the set, probably built, or as long as it's got all the pieces and the figures, that's more important to you than the box itself. Yeah. Let us know what you think in the comments. What do you do with your boxes? Have you got any ideas? The reason we're doing this video is because it's getting out of control. We've got so many boxes now, it takes up so much space. I really wish that I'd had the ability to get rid of the Lego boxes when I very first got back into Lego, so that I didn't have that attachment to them. Again, I wonder if it's an age thing. I mean, I'm not that fussed about boxes. I don't go in the loft and think, oh, must look at that box from that Lego set and have a good look at the box, and yet I still keep them. So yeah, what can you do with them? You can. And my advice would be, if you can, let go of them, or when you start collecting, let go of them so you don't get yourself in this position. You can cut them out, like the kid said, and use them for crafts, or for just for posters or whatever. Or if you want to keep a bit of the box front of the box, then fine. You're always going to have digital references to these boxes, so it's not like you're never going to be able to see a picture of the box again. They'll always be online, like the instructions. We keep the instructions too, and that's great initially, and then you end up with boxes and boxes of them, and they weigh a ton. And you're never going to look at them again unless you need to repair a set, but then they're all available digitally now anyway. Yeah. And they always will be, so do we need to keep the instructions? I guess that's another video, but we're just talking about boxes today. Oh, yeah. The other thing you can do is you can flatten the boxes down.
Wait, can we go?
Well, we'd need to open one up, wouldn't we, in order to do that. But you can effectively take the box apart at the seams. Let's have a go at this one. Damage it too much.
What about this one?
That's alright, I'm doing this one now. So we can take the box apart at the seam, and then you can cut these tapes off. I did have something to cut the tapes with, but who knows what I've done with that now. Yeah. But you can cut the tapes off, and you can flatten the box completely, and then you can fold it up a little bit smaller, and it'll go quite flat. And then you can store all those inside a big box. Yeah. So if you've got a big box like one of the UCS set boxes or the Titanic box, you can flatten all these boxes down so they're flat, and then you can store them all inside another box, and that will save you loads of storage for a while. And then you'll have loads of giant boxes full of other boxes that you'll probably never look at. unless boxes are your thing, and if they are, I don't mean to offend. As I say, I've kept all the boxes, so I'm as guilty as anyone. But I think we need to let go of the boxes. It's very difficult. So those are some options you can do with the boxes. How you can store them. Again, coming back to the value of it again, you may get a bit more for the set if you include the box with it when you repackage it to sell it on. But it is more difficult then to package because you've got to protect the box, the Lego box, with another box, and it then costs you more to post it, and there's the worry of damaging the box. It's much easier just to post the pieces in the set. So let us know what you think. We've flattened some boxes down. We have cut some pictures out of 1 or 2 boxes when we've had duplicates or sets we're not so fussed about. But generally speaking, we do keep the boxes. We try to flatten some of them down and store them inside other boxes. But what do you think? Should we let go of the boxes? Should everyone just recycle them when they get them? Is flattening them down and putting them inside other boxes the best option?
You should actually probably get rid of some and keep some. Like the ones which are like really special, like you see a sat out or something. You should keep that one, but like ones which you're not so fussed about, like this one we're not really fussed about, are we?
No,
just like
again,
give that
boxes. Not
them.
that into boxes, but I feel like I'm not that into boxes, and yet I keep the boxes. It's a dilemma. So that's some ways in which you can store them and some ways in which we store them. Have you got any ideas? How do you store your boxes? Let us know in the comments below. Let's get a bit of chat going. What can we do with the boxes? Should we let them go? Should we recycle them? Should we keep them as they are, fully intact? Should we flatten them down? Of course, a lot of people out there that have a lot of storage, it's probably not an issue for you. Yeah. Houses tend to be smaller here in the UK, etc. So storage space is at a premium. So when you end up with so many sets, you want to display your Lego sets, don't you?
Yeah.
Rather than boxes. I don't think anyone displays boxes, unless you collect boxes. I know some people do. But what do we do with them? So that's some options. Let us know what you think. We'll be back for some more Lego chat, news and reviews soon. Thanks for watching.
Bye.